Hey, this is Adler here, strategist and shoutcaster for Team FzN. I'm going to give a quick rundown on a hard A defense for Backlot. Scope's role, pretty much, he's a variable player. He's going to be playing mostly around the B area. He's going to try to get those quick picks through that little metal gate there, down bottom MG. He can come up here if he wants. It's not recommended, though, to be poking his head around this much because he will not have very much mid coverage, so he's going to be looked at from multiple directions. This is one of the AKs. They have to have great communication. One of the AKs is going to be pretty much covering him, so he doesn't have to worry about what's on the ground. He just has to worry about what's far out there. Now this scope will also be commanding the third AK just to get the AK into position, so the scope just has to worry about picking and not about what's coming from his flanks. This will give the scope less pressure on him, which will result in more accurate shots. This AK right here will be our first AK. He's going to watch these early nades, try to get those quick run-bys through concrete. And then pretty much he's just going to sit here, watch the first floor, making sure nothing can come through to get the people upstairs. He can pick mid if he wants, but that'll be the man upstairs job. And that's pretty much it for him. Alright, the second AK, he's going to be playing upstairs. He is one of the most important AKs on the team because he will be able to call very early on if it's looking like an A or a B. He's going to run straight up here, try to grab anything that he can. If he can't find anything, then more than likely it's going to be a B. That's going to call for a rotate. The first AK will come back around towards the garage area and really try to back up the third AK in the scope. This AK is going to be wanting to watch the ladder a lot because the SMG on ground level is going to be watching the front door. This third AK, he's pretty much the scope's assistant. He's going to be covering the scope pretty much at all times. If the scope decides to play far back, he will be playing far back with him. If the scope mainly just dictates what this guy does. Whatever the scope does, you pretty much stay near him, make sure no one else can come near him. Because if that scope gets down, we have to start peeking them, and peeking on defense is not recommended. AK, yeah, if scope goes up there in ruins, you go up there with him. Try to get to that other staircase where you'll be able to cover him so nothing comes up that side. The man up top on the MG building, A building, will be looking down over the front. You won't have to worry about that. If the scope is going to be up top in ruins, the AK will be playing pretty much around this staircase, just making sure no one can come in to flank. Now, for the SMG, you are really going to have to beat these early nades that rain down here. Just make sure that you're not getting killed. If you do get killed, be a little bit more patient, but don't go with this first peek that you're going to pull right here, which is pretty much to get anyone who was missed by an early nade. You just take out the stragglers. This is another little tip and trick. You cannot shoot through there where you can see, but if you stand up and shoot the wall, you will be able to actually get some really nice tags off. And from there on out, your job is pretty much just to cover first floor. Make sure that the assault above you does not die, because he's got very important calls, and he's also guarding the scope across map. That about sums up this hard A defense strat on Backlot. Rate and subscribe, please.